Hi everybody, welcome down to Carter's Golf. Thank you very much for joining me. If this is the first time coming down to the channel, please do click that subscribe button. Lots and lots of content for you to go back and catch up on, and also coming into the future. Sorry, I need to put my shades on, otherwise Squinty McSquinterson is going to look horrendous. Anyway, so today's video is a bit of a swing tip really, and I say a bit of because it's nothing specific in regards to stopping your slice, stopping you fatting the ball. It could almost be all of the above. I coach on a high volume basis. So I coach every single, 6 days a week, and I coach a lot of golfers. And I understand and I listen to lots of different misconceptions with their swing, but also lots of different ideas that they go through. Now, I'm aware the majority of golfers do not get golf lessons. That's fine. That's why we do what we do online. That's what we do on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, here, YouTube. That's why we do what we do, to try and help golfers. And the biggest thing we're trying to do is get people to help people understand the golf swing itself. So I've taught a couple of golfers today, and this video is based on those golfers from today who have kind of spent the last year or so just playing golf, and that's perfect. Go and play as much golf as possible. But what they've done over time is, through mistakes in their swing, they've tried to correct it with other mistakes. And by doing that, created, I think, worse mistakes, such as just stopping all rotation. I taught a guy today, and he was swinging so much from out to in, he wanted to get rid of his slice, and he came to me and said, do I need to tuck my elbow in on the way down? And I was like, well, yes and no, but your elbow is not causing you to swing from out to in. We need to find the root cause. And we looked at his lower body, and we looked at his rotation of his hips, and they rotated about 10 degrees. First thing I ask as a coach, do you have any limitations that you know of? Are you injured? Or do you have stiff back, stiff hips? And through years and years of football, he does have stiff hips. So that was always going to be a slight limitation, but we could still get around it by at least giving him 35 degrees hip turn or 30 degrees hip turn, seeing what his limitations were and working from there. So we got him stood over the golf ball, and his original swing went very, very static with the lower body, turned the upper body, but only really got to about 80 degrees or so with the shoulders. Now, if you look at the angle of my arms, they're already in front of my chest. Now from here, every single golfer on the planet wants to hit the ball hard. So now they start to turn, and look where the club comes back into the ball from. It comes in a long, long way from out to in, okay? So we kind of need to say, well, if you swing to the top of the backswing here and just tuck your elbow in, you're still going to swing from out to in. We need to match the swing up. We need to match up what you're doing on the downswing to what you need to do on the backswing to match it. Okay, so I just said, what can you do with your lower body? Can you rotate? And lo and behold, he could rotate into this position. This left knee could move, and he could turn 45 degrees, and instantly he could get it to 90 degrees at the top of his backswing. Now, straight away, that put the fear into him so bad, he thought, that's going to be so inconsistent. I said, it's not. He said, but I feel like I'm doing all of this. I said, well, you're not doing that. I said, it feels like you're doing that. So it's got to be, the feeling is always going to be wrong, because what you've been doing originally always is going to feel right. So he's been trying to prevent his slice by, to be honest, creating more of a slice swing, unbeknown to him. So what we've got him to do is just get the feeling that as his shoulders rotate, let the legs start to rotate. Use the ground, use your legs more. Let this left knee move into the right knee. Yeah, don't get over here, but let the rotation happen in your lower body. That's where a lot of the power comes from. But in regards to the backswing position, it goes from there to there. And now suddenly, even if he does come over the top a little bit on the way down, relative to the golf ball, it's so much straighter than where it started. So a big key one is making sure you get your basics, okay, as and when you can. Try and get your shoulders turning approximately 90 degrees. Try and get your hips turning approximately 45. Again, everyone's got limitations, but these are the two movements we want to try and get. Don't stop your lower body moving, because the lower body's, you're only going to be able to swing to here. The rest of your swing is going to be maybe an upwards movement, or a movement where you don't want to move up and you stop here. Lots and lots of problems can happen. So understanding your golf swing is absolutely key, okay? So we got him set up nice and neutral. We just kind of recalibrated his setup a little bit with shoulders and hips, and then from that position just get the feeling that the lower body's working, and he was able to strike it. He hit the ball so straight. He hit the ball with a little fade. So he said to me, why am I still fading the ball? I said, well, you're still making a little movement from here on the way down, but relative to the golf ball, it's minute compared to what you were doing before. You're going to go on the golf course and you're going to hit a 5 to maximum 10-yard cut every single time. You know what your golf ball is going to do, and that is consistency. Knowing what the golf ball is going to do and it repeating itself, that's consistency. Consistency is not a high draw. It's a high draw every single time. It's a 30-yard fade every single time. So understanding what you're going to do, and he's got quite a simple swing thought there of just making sure that the hips and the shoulders are matching up on the backswing as they do on the downswing. Okay, so I'm going to try and give you lots of examples of kind of real life situations that we go through that maybe I'm sure a lot of golfers are also thinking about whilst they're practicing as well, of how they can try and improve. And hopefully if we can stop some of the misconceptions with like what we did there with Liam, then hopefully everyone starts to play better. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this tip. Hope it's been informative. Please do drop me a comment below and let me know how you've got on. If any of your friends are struggling with something similar, do share this video amongst your social media platforms for me. Also, that'd be amazing. Carter's Golf on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter is available if you just want to go and follow me on there, but please do subscribe here. And for now, from the glorious sunset of Dubai, see you soon.